Hello guys and gals and welcome! So today we are on episode number 9. And man, it's been quite a ride so far. The look at my character, my person that's on the screen there, I'm all sparkly. What is that about? I guess it doesn't like this shirt. I have the sparkliest shirt. Sparkles. See if I can fix that real quick. The sparkles! Oh, Demon Hide gloves. Missed them. Not the greatest, but they're a decent pair because they have 5% crushing blow on them. That didn't fix it at all. That didn't fix it at all either. Man, it really doesn't like this shirt. This shirt is like, I don't know why it's a Dragon Ball Z shirt. Why are you being so rude to my Dragon Ball Z shirt? All of a sudden. That is just not nice. I don't like it. It's covering up my Dragon Ball Z logo. What's up, Tigerishly? I see you in there hiding with your little Chinchilla heart. The little Chinchilla. It's a little Chinchilla. Little Chinchilla. What is that message I got on here? You have one new friend request. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Mr. Steal Your Girl sent me a friend request. I'm in trouble now. He's gonna steal my girl. Mr. Steal Your Girl, Mr. Steal Your Wife, Mr. Steal Your Dog, Mr. Steal Your Cat. Other than the Xbox leak, we haven't had much more pop up besides that. There hasn't been a lot of more information. The Xbox leak, we don't even know if it's credible or not. I feel like Blizzard tightened up their sphincter as soon as that Xbox leak popped out, and they closed up all avenues. On top of that, the massive amount of just dumb copycat news of everyone talking about the Xbox leak has led to this like spam on the internet where you really can't find much of anything anymore because it's just a flood of we got the Xbox leak, yay! Woo! Even though we have no clue what the Xbox leak actually means, or even if the Xbox leak is actually a legitimate date. At least a lot of people who are reporting on it are, at the very least, coming to the same conclusion that most people are, which is, you know, it's not necessarily a good leak, I guess is the term. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. A lot of people are saying that, you know, they're like, oh well, you know, this could necessarily be in, you know, nothing special. Alright, so I need to get a feel for how this character's doing. But you know what, before we do that, let's... What's this? Oh. Before we do that, let's do a quick search on the internet. Let's see if we can find any information. You know, despite the fact that the internet is now flooded with false results, we're still going to see what we can find anyway, so... It's funny, despite the fact that the Xbox leak happened like 4 days ago, like there's still people just now posting links about it. They're like just now catching on. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, Tigersley. I don't know what's wrong. I had a headache earlier, so I had to take a nap. That's why my stream is a little bit late. Instead of being at normally at like 6 or 5, so my stream is starting at a whole 9 o'clock. So the bank is giving me a credit increase. You can hang yourself even further. Yay! So I'm pretty excited about my YouTube and monetization and my Twitch affiliates and all that stuff. Like combined revenue between the two sources so far, I think I've made about $300 in about a month. I think that's pretty good for like my first month, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. So I really wanted to say thank you for that. Um, it's been it's been a great first month. I tell you that much. And plus my girlfriend has been a lot more understanding now that I'm actually, um, making some money at this as opposed to just playing video games all day long. Now I'm playing video games all day long and I'm getting paid to do it. So, it's a little more her style. She's like, good, we need some money. She's like, I like money. She's like, you gonna buy me something? Speaking of which, I finally sent out the rune stones. I no longer have them to show off on camera. I wish I did. They were really cool. Orion was the one who won the rune stones, and it took me a little bit to figure out how to send them to him because he's over in France, and I'd never sent anything overseas before. So Orion, if you're watching, your rune stones are on the way. I sent you the tracking number on Discord, I believe. So I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's there, and you can track the your package. Hmm. Yeah, that's just the Xbox leak again. See, I've got to check these just to make sure because some of these are like brand new. It just seems odd to me that a news website, especially someone who's dedicated to providing the news as quickly as possible, would take when was that leak? Let's go back real quick because it should be on my channel here. So I posted it the day it happened, like the minute that it happened. I had got it very, very quickly because of Keep Slaying Him. Keep Slaying Him came in here and shared it with me. And I would have not to downplay Keep Playing Him at all, because I would have found it eventually anyway. But because of Keep Slaying Him, I found it sooner than I would have normally, and that was like 3 days ago. So some of these people are only just now posting a news article on this, like literally multiple, three or more days later, which is very interesting. It's good to be ahead of the curve. Yeah, it's just like super flooded with with August 17th dates. Let's try within the past hour. So let's go backwards and let's try this one more time. So we're gonna limit it even more to any post was in the last hour, which is gonna cut out most of those news articles on August the 17th. Basically, there was a Xbox beta page. So Xbox has like this sort of like a page specifically dedicated to the Xbox Series X Diablo II Resurrected beta version. And at the bottom of the page, for some reason, there was a release date, and the release date said August 17th. And nobody actually knows whether that's a real date or not, or whether some intern, just put like a placeholder date in there or something. But, once they found it, once people located it, they kind of like took off with it, right? What's up, Neverworld? I'm searching around right now to see if I could find anything. What is this? There's a date here too. It says 9/8/2021, but it's in another language. Why is this Reddit user getting so much credit when like half the people on the internet captured this image? I keep seeing everywhere, and a Reddit user managed to capture the image. I captured the image. I posted it on my YouTube page. Other people captured the image. It wasn't just him. We all captured the image. Sirs. Yeah, I'm so confused. There's this website. It's called Kotlin, and on the actual page, it says un date por la beta de Diablo II Resurrected yo PC console 9/8, and I don't know where this 9/8 is coming from, because when I go to the website and I try and find the article, it's not popping up. I don't know where this 9/8 date is coming from, and this website is just absolutely horrible. This is the second website too that I've seen a 9/8 date on. The first one was somosxbox.com. I think I see what's going on here. So you guys know over in Europe and stuff like that, they use a different format for their date. So they use like instead of like 12, like December 3rd, like 12/03. Different countries flip it around and they use like 03/12, which always confuses the crap out of me. I think for some reason that Google Translate is swapping the numbers, which is weird. So it's just an old post. Got my hopes up for nothing. Alright, let's check the press release page. Let's check the Blizzard page. Let's check the forums real quick. Just do a quick loop around. I expect that we'll get news tomorrow, but there's no reason why we shouldn't check today, just to make sure. And I think it's a good idea. My beautiful ladies in the kitchen. She's so cute. Sorry, I'm staring. Staring at my beautiful lady. I'm allowed to stare at my beautiful lady. Love you, beautiful lady. See, there's this disclaimer on that Xbox beta website too, and it says open beta early access to be available prior to the launch of Diablo II Resurrected. Actual platform availability and launch dates of the beta subject to change. See news.blizzard.com for more details. Internet connection required. So this was on there even when that 8/17 date was on there. So they were pretty clear in the whole like, hey, this even this date might not be the correct date. I'm not really quite sure about that. I'm curious if there's any more information to be gleaned from this Xbox beta website. If you're interested, here's the link. There's nothing really there anymore, but it does say Diablo II Resurrected beta, and I guess if you have an Xbox account, maybe it'll show you some more information. This is weird. They have a bunch of links on here, and like every single one of these links doesn't go anywhere, despite the fact that they all say they go somewhere. And like they have Diablo 2 Resurrected beta policy, Diablo 2 Resurrected like beta website, Diablo 2 Resurrected beta support, and none of them go anywhere. Like the links don't go anywhere; they just go straight to the beta, like the Diablo webpage, and that's it. And there's no like special thing about it. It's like all the links are just placeholder links. They haven't actually put them in yet, I guess would be the term. So I'm taking a look at the Blizz tracker too, just to be sure. And if you guys ever want to like take a look at the Blizz tracker just to see if you can find information, that's this link right here. So basically all this is in a nutshell is on the Diablo 2 forums, or if you've ever been on any forums that are official forums, there's usually what's called a dev tracker or a Blizz tracker or a like community manager tracker or something like that. And what it does is it just simply pulls out all the posts by any like official team member, and it puts them on a list for you so that you can see who is the making the posts. That's where we found the post by Pez Radar about the 2 different weekends, and that it wasn't delayed, things like that. But Pez Radar hasn't made any more posts since, so we're kind of just waiting. That's another thing that I check every single day just to be sure. And let's see what else we can find, because I've got a lot of links here. I've got little things that I've been checking, various sources of information like the press kit. Let me double check the press kits. See if they have any new information on the press kits websites. So right now the latest post is still July the 1st, so nothing new here. Of course, I do expect information tomorrow. Everything that I've been seeing, everything that I'm looking at tells me that we're going to get information tomorrow. And if we don't get information tomorrow, then it's probably not going to be this weekend, which sucks, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be this weekend. My beautiful lady. I don't think there's anywhere else I can check. Honestly, though, Blizzard has got their butthole real tight now that they had some information go out, and there's really just not a lot out there anymore. I think I'm gonna drop it for today. I will do a much more extensive search tomorrow because I feel like tomorrow we're gonna find a lot more information. Close out some of these pages. Need everything open while I'm playing Diablo. Let me go test out my little barbarian real quick. I don't know. I have no clue where he's left off. I really don't. It's not doing bad, I guess. I stole his belt. I remember that. I stole his belt. He's using a Hasura's now. Belt thief. What's up, militants? I'm finally on at the same time you are. You gonna hop on for a minute and want me to drop you some gear? Level 52? Well, I'm level 58. Looks like we're just about the right level. You can come play with my Barberdadin. My Barberdadin. We'll make a game because I'm probably a little bit further ahead than you. I'm not 100% on that, but probably. Barbarian works out. It has worked out very, very amazingly. I definitely am proud of how he turned out. Very, very, very solid barbarian. What's your username, Militant? I'll add you to my friends list. Speaking of friends lists, I was thinking the other day that, you know, when Diablo II Resurrected beta comes out, I'm definitely going to want to play with a bunch of you guys and gals. So if any of you want to, go ahead and add my Blizzard account to your friends list. Because, you know, the Diablo II Resurrected is not going to be using the old account. It's going to be using the new Blizzard account. If any of you guys want to add me on the new Blizzard, I will be there. Let me get my number for you guys. So if you want to add me, that way we'll be ready for when Diablo II Resurrected drops, and we can we'll already be friends. Friends! Let's be friends. Who doesn't like friends? That's right. 8-player, player 8, friends. That's right. Friends. friends. Players 8. The Players 8 Guild. Alright, so for those of you who are interested in shooting me a friend request, that is my number. GG Mentor number 1918. I don't know why there's a number after my name, because I really seriously doubt that there's 1,917 other GG Mentors. But, you know, so many other GG Mentors out there. So many. So many. Militant, make a game, buddy. Let me know what the name is. Let's do what do you need to do? Do you need to get to hell? Do you need to, are you in hell? Are you doing bail runs? Are you a nightmare? Let's get going. Let's play some Diablo. Let's play some Diablo. Diablo, bum ba na na na. Diablo, bum ba na na. Diablo. Oh, Diablo. Ah, well, I'm not in hell yet on this character. I was farming bail runs. In that case, why don't we just do some bail runs? How about that? Get some levels. Let's see. I'll make a game. Actually, I could move on to hell at this point. It's not that big of a deal. I'll make a game GGM bail Q. We can go kill Bale real quick. What's up, Vakir? Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. 3% faster run to walk charm. Don't you judge me. That way I can kill Bale and catch up to you, militants. Gingerness. There's a gingerness in here. Trying to figure out what build. Well, I appreciate the watches, Bakir. It really helps me out. All the likes, all the views, all the subscribes. It's definitely been helping me out a lot. I've been going up and up and up, and I really appreciate all the kind words that people have been leaving. I've gotten a couple not so kind words, but you know that's par for the course when you have any kind of online platform, right? Like was it one person said my videos are a bit long, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I tend to be a bit long-winded. That's just kind of my style, and there's really nothing I can do about that. I know that I'm long-winded. Okay, I know. I am aware. I am aware. But you know, I feel like a lot of the times though my content is a lot more quality than some of the other videos. Like I've you know, I check out the competition every now and then. I look at like Dobrunsky's videos sometimes, and Cooley's and Mr. Llama's, and I don't know. I don't really like the style that they go for. Like they're really quick and they're really to the point, and I feel like they leave out a lot of crucial information. And maybe it's just me in particular. It's just my particular way that I like to do things. But I like to explain, you know, like the how and the why and you know, educate people as to, you know, the ability to do it themselves. You know, how to find the thing that I'm looking for. You know, stuff like that. Like I want people to be able to do it themselves. You know, not just what's the term? You know, like if I were to tell somebody how to program the timer on their VCR, I could just simply like mindlessly tell them which buttons to press without telling them what they're actually doing, or I could tell them what they're actually doing, and then they could do it 100 times after. It's like the old adage, you know, teach a man to fish, and he eats for life. You know, give a man a fish and he eats for a day. Like, I like to teach people how to do stuff. I don't want to just like, give you a fish. I want to teach you how to fish. That way you can do it yourself. You'd be like, oh man, I'd be like, I found like so much good loot. Oh lord, freaking black souls. I'm gonna throw some janks at y'all. Hope y'all like stuff thrown at you, because that's what we're doing. We throw ball bird. We're birded to throat in this. That's why we got these axes for chucking. These axes are made for chucking, and that's just what they do. These axes gonna chuck. They're gonna chuck all over you. Well, anyway, I just thought it was really cool, though, because this one person commented that my videos were a little bit long, and then, like, 2 people, like, commented right after, and they were like, you know, like, I like the length of the videos. They're like, I can't even, like, reproduce the comments. Like, one person was like, I like watching long movies or something. I don't even know. Kind of made me feel good that despite the fact that one person didn't want to watch the full video, quite a few other people were more than willing to watch the full video. So I don't know. I mean, this is not exactly a simple game. There's also that. You know, this game, it has so many different things about it. It's got so many different quirks and little pieces to learn that it's not just like one of those games that you just pick up and you play. You know, it's a whole learning curve with this game. You start out with a little newbie character and you're having fun, but before you know it, you know, you no password, just GGM Bail Q. I need to do the Bail quest so I can move to hell with you. I'm going to play this character today. Need some more potions. Oh yeah, I got an Eth Scalper. Eth Scalpers are pretty sweet. I also got some Gimmer Shreds laying around ready for that too. Whee! I'm a little fast, by the way. What's up, Maximus Pally? Diablo never knew what was coming when Maximus Pally came around the corner. Oh Lord, run, it's Maximus Pally. In a world where paladins were only the minimum, Maximus Pally would rule the day. Pretty sure I have a lacerator just sitting in my stash waiting. Just waiting for the moment that he can shine. Waiting for the moment that he can shine. Yeah, there's only really 2 main weapons for like a max level throwing barb. One is the Gimmer Shred. I feel like the Gimmer Shred is a superior one just simply because of all of the absolutely beautiful elemental damage. And then Lacerator, which is amazing because, as you're saying, the amp and the other nice effects. I kind of want to use the 2 of them in concert. I want to use the Lacerator and the Gimmer Shred together. I have the Lacerator right here, and I've got several Gimmer Shreds. I even have an Ethereal Gimmer Shred, which I guess I'll just use until it breaks. God, you would think my poison resistance is 0, the way the poison just shreds me into oblivion. Ooh, bramble mitts. I'm gonna be honest, I find cold sorceresses to be rather restrictive. Like, extremely restrictive. Fool's throwing spears. You searching for a lot of interesting stuff there, Neverworld. Look at you. Don't accidentally post your porn links in here or anything. I might have to ban you. Oh, Lord. Here you go. Now he probably posted a porn link. Don't click on it. It's a trap. It's a trap. Sorry, hold on. I was answering Vakir's question. I find cold sorceresses to be really restrictive in hell. Very, very restrictive. There's not a lot you can do with cold sorceresses past nightmare difficulty, and even in nightmare difficulty, I feel like cold sorceresses are a little restricted. There's just so many cold immune monsters, and it gets absolutely ridiculous at a certain point, to where you're just constantly running into these monsters that you can't kill, and I think lightning sorceresses end up being a little bit better because there seems to be less lightning immunes. But what really bugs me is some of the key monsters that you really want to magic find as a sorceress. Like, for instance, the Countess is cold immune, so good luck killing the Countess as a cold sorceress. There's quite a few monsters that are actually kind of key to the whole process. Like I said, they're just cold immune. And if you're gonna make a cold sorceress, I would definitely try and work out some sort of build that goes around the whole process. Maybe a cold slash fire or a cold slash lightning. Get some sort of other element in there. Anything you can, really. Oh Lord, undead sticky dolls. Soul rune and an ith rune. Don't need either of them, but I'll pick up a soul rune. I need that second set of throwing items. Die, burning souls, you steal all my mana and it's really rude. Alright, let me take a chance and click on this link that Neverworld posted. Oh, it was porn. It was porn. I'm just kidding. A cruel skewer Balrog spear. Wow. 400 top end damage. That's some pretty sweet damage. You giving that to me, Neverworld? Is that your present to me? Are you gonna present this to me, sir? Oh, I missed Nemo N3MO7X70. Thanks for the follow, sir. I didn't see you hit the follow button. Me personally, Vikir, I was thinking Necromancer. Not beta, but when the game actually launches, my first character is going to be a Necro. There are certain advantages to making a Necromancer first, and a lot of people will disagree with me on this because they think that having a teleport sorceress is the end-all be-all of magic find sources. But there's two different kinds of magic find in the game, and I've noticed that one of the main kinds of magic find is your teleport magic find. It's your targeted magic find. That's where you go specifically and you fight, for instance, Mephisto over and over again, or you target Andariel over and over again. And those kind of magic finds are great. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. But the other kind of magic find is the magic find where you specifically kill everything. Necromancer is a pretty amazing what I call walk magic finder. So what you do is you build yourself a nice army, you get yourself corpse explosion, and you pretty much just beef up your magic find. So you use every single slot that you have available for magic find. And in doing so, you will create this really amazing magic find character that hides in the back behind his army, and does a pretty good job of it, mind you. And I am just like so slow right now. Between the cold, the decrepify, and the holy freeze, I'm attacking like one attack every like 5 seconds. And that's even with Frenzy up. I gotta back away from this holy freeze. I'll just throw some axes. How about that? There we go. Taken care of. Taking care of business every day. The beauty of this build is that you have, the ability to be a throwing barbarian and a melee barbarian. So at any time you can just flip and flop back and forth between the two builds. It's pretty cool. Yeah, tri-elemental sorceresses were a thing. Well, Berserk adds magic damage to Frenzy, and I'm a Frenzy / throwing barb because it just made sense. As I looked at the tree, the synergies just sort of synced up, and there was no reason not to build Frenzy, especially since Frenzy adds attack speed to my throws. I just broke both of my weapons. Boom, boom. I gotta wait for him to regen. I need regen. Wraith them. Don't let them take you alive. Ow, I just like super frenzy clicked on a portal. That was not my intention. You run so fast as a frenzy barbarian, like you just I just accidentally clicked on the portal and I was through the portal before I even had a chance to like cancel out my portalness. I was just like, nope, you're through the portal. No, you're through it, no, you went through. No. Don't go back now. Come here, buddy. So just out of curiosity, Vakir, I don't know if you're still in here, but do you watch mainly like my tutorial videos? Do you like the Like the streams, do you watch the streams? Like this, I know the streams are really long, but I figure uploading them to YouTube at the very least is good, so that people over on YouTube who don't follow me on Twitch can at least watch the streams later, you know, sort of after the fact. But you know, the fun of the streams is being here. I gotta admit, like, the fun of the streams is being here, chatting, bull crapping, you know, posting pictures of Chinchillas and talking smack about cats. Speaking of cats, did anybody see that I put a new outro on my latest video? It's a really cool little cat outro, and I think it's hilarious. It's one of my best work yet. I wish I had the time for that. That's a whole lot of work, Neverworld. That is a whole lot of work. Maybe one day, if I become like super rich and famous, I'll hire some person to edit the videos. See, thing is like there's a lot of different types of streamers out there. Like my girlfriend, she follows this one streamer, Dowsey, I think his name is. He does Dead by Daylight, right? So he streams Dead by Daylight, and Dead by Daylight is super freaking easy to cut up. Like if I did a live stream of Dead by Daylight, I could cut it up like that. It's got to be one of the easiest things in the world to cut up, because each match is its own video. I mean, you pretty much just take your stream, and every time you do a match, you just cut that match out of the stream and you just upload it as a separate video. And if the match was absolutely terrible, if it was a god-awful match, you just don't even upload it. But how the hell do you do that with Diablo? There's no matches. There's like, it's a lot more difficult to cut up Diablo than it is to cut up you know, for instance, Dead by Daylight or World of Tanks or various games like that. And I've been struggling with that concept as well, because like Diablo, you play for hours and hours on end, and you know, you might be with the same group for like 5 or 6 hours. I mean, you could maybe do it by groups. There's a Tabar, an ethereal Tabar. +1 to Barbarian. Roar.
How may I be of help?
It really is too bad. That's actually a really decent axe, but it's ethereal and it cannot be repaired, so. Alright, so I guess we're making a new game here, so we can get to the, to hell. My barbarian probably needs some better gear for hell, but whatever. We'll make it work for a little while, and if I die a bunch of times, we'll have to go back and grab some gear. He probably needs a new belt. And I'm not sure what else he needs. He probably needs something else. I need 70 for the Gimmer Shreds and 68 for the Lacerator. So I got a little bit of time before I can use any of these nice little items. Maximus.
Not here.
Maximus Primal.
Beware foul demons and beasts.
Well, not having any trouble with attack rating. I certainly got trouble with resistances, though. Maybe I should plink a couple more points in natural resistance. Zombies are always such a pain in the butt. Tons of HP. These scalpers, they're not going to cut it forever, but they're nice. Whee! Throwing Barbardadin. What's up? Ooh, ow, ow. Okay, alright. You got amp, you got freaking lightning damage, all sorts of little effects on you, brother. Vile skin, demon the cursed. I respect, mad. Ooh. Ooh, we found something good. What an interesting drop for our first find of the game of the stream. So who I will give a subscription to the first person who can tell me what shield this is. And no looking it up, no cheating. You're not allowed to cheat. Ain't the unique ancient shield. Ow. Stop being rude to me, sir. Yes. Oh, you're not actually playing Militant? You just leeched your way up. You leechy leech. Leecher! The leeching leech.
I am overburdened.
Alright, time's up. We're identifying the shield. Nobody got anything. You guys suck. I'm pretty sure this is the ward. Oh no, it's Radabin's sphere. I forgot about that. That's right, there's... Yeah, no, the ward is the hell version. Or is this the hell version? You're late, Neverworld. I already called it. It's over, buddy. I think it's Gary from accounting. Oh, I knew you were going to look it up, Neverworld. I knew it. I knew you were going to look it up. Let's see. What is this? 20% faster block rate, 20% increased chance of blocking poison damage, tons of poison resistance, poison explosion charges, poison nova when struck. Is it better than your shield, Militant? Or do you already have a pretty sweet shield laying around? I mean, the defense and blocking on it is pretty great. But, I mean, it's not like the super greatest shield in the world. Certainly is an interesting find for one of the first unique items to drop from hell this stream. Well, take it then, man. I believe that is better than a level 17 Steel Clash. Way better defense. Your Holy Shield will definitely enhance that defense a lot better than a Steel Clash. 75% poison resistance is not bad either. It's got faster blocking. I mean, it's not a bad shield. It's not awful. I kind of wished it was the Ward. The Ward Gothic shield is a much better shield. Has Fade proc on it, which is just freaking sweet. What's up, Debauchery? Well, hit that follow button and stick around, Debauchery, because we play some Diablo around here. That's what we do. We play some Diablo.
Damn, here's our dare. would you rather?
Flies always trying to eat my nostril hairs. Ah, here it is. Do you think some less viable builds in Diablo 2 will be more viable in Diablo 2 Resurrected? I mean, I think people are always going to want to min-max Diablo out the wing. I mean, there's going to be people out there who are always going to say certain builds are not viable. In my opinion, any build is viable as long as you can clear hell with it. So if you can solo clear Bale by yourself and do everything by yourself, then as far as I'm concerned, the build is viable. However, if you are having trouble killing Bale, if you can't kill Bale by yourself, or you can't clear certain sections of the game by yourself, then your build's probably not viable. Now, is it optimal? Is it the like, oh my god, it's the best build ever, I can kill everything, you know? No. A lot of the times you're going to run into situations where, no, your build is not going to be viable in that regard. And not going to be the best in slot, I guess would be the term. Like my Enchant Bow Sorceress. My Enchant Bow Sorceress is certainly not the most viable build that has ever existed in the land. But you know, she's fun to play, and that's all that really matters. I'm gonna make another Enchant Sorceress when Diablo II Resurrected comes out. I will. Where is that little... Where is the one that's resurrecting these guys? He's got to be around here somewhere. Just being a punk. Like a literal punk. Your mechanics? What do you mean, debauchery? Whew. Stop resurrecting everything. I think the scape of Diablo II Resurrected is definitely going to be interesting. And it really depends on whether or not the people are just going to bot endlessly. There's definitely going to be a lot more people playing Diablo 2 Resurrected than there is Diablo 2. So even if the bots are there, you know, like out in full force like they sometimes are, I'm gonna call it and say that the demand is going to exceed the supply, if that makes sense. Lord, I need some hit potions. No, no.
I am a good day.
I thought you were a Hammerden militant. Where are the hammers? We need hammers, sir. There's no hammers flying around.
Not in town.
Did I pick up a random... What's my boy wearing? He's got a Pierre Tombe-le-Comte. Ah, well, I thought you were actually going to play with me, Militant. I was not really. I'm not really sure what the point is of being here if you're just going to stand there and kind of watch. I don't know. I've never been the kind of person that leaves all his points to put in for later. Like I'll put them in, and I'm gonna do my best to contribute, even if it's pointless. I know some people love to do that. They're like level 1 characters, and they got like 99 stat points standing by, and 450. I mean, 99 skill points standing by, and 450 stat points standing by. But I could never do that. I mean, hammered in builds are pretty straightforward. You put all your points into hammers, you put all your points into concentration. So 20 hammers, 20 concentration. And then after you put your points into concentration and hammers, you're going to want to build up the synergies for hammered in. I believe you said you were doing hammered in, so you're going to want to put the points into... what are the synergies for hammered in, for hammers? I believe it's Vigor... And what's the other one? Can't remember the 2 synergies. Having 1 point in meditation would be nice because you're going to want to be able to regenerate your own mana every now and then. 1 point in redemption is also nice to have on a Hammerden, just so that you have that really sweet ability to suck up the corpses and restore your mana and health on command, essentially. So 1 point in redemption at the very least, 1 point in meditation at the very least, 20 points into hammers, 20 points into concentration. Concentration is the only skill that enhances hammer damage, so it has to be concentration. There's nothing else that works. You also want to put the synergy in after you've beefed up the hammers. So the Vigor is a good one to start out with. I can't remember what the other one is. Why can I not remember what the other synergy is for hammers? Holy Bolt. That's right. Holy Bolt, Vigor, and Blessed Aim. So Holy Bolt is a good one to beef up as well because that way when you run into those magic immune undead, you can kill them with Holy Bolt. So Holy Bolt, Vigor, and then Blessed Aim is probably going to be your last one because Blessed Aim really doesn't have much actual purpose in your build. So I would build up those 2, Holy Bolt and Vigor first, and then Blessed Aim last. You're gonna do a lot of aura swapping on a barbarian. I mean, on a Hammerden. They're very aura swappy. So you know you're gonna sit on concentration when you're dishing out your damage. You're going to move your aura to redemption when you need to restore. Oh, I forgot how OP Corpse Fire is. God bless it. And all my resistances are in the negative right now too. Corpse Fire just walked up to me and he said, "Bop." He says, Sir, get your resistances straight and come back to hell when you're ready." He's like, "You can't just be walking around in hell with negative resistances. That's not how this works, son." You can't be walking around in hell. I don't even think I have my Anya quit. What do I, negative 70? I'm kind of curious whether I even have my Anya quests done. I don't even think I do. What's up, Escalon? I might have to go back and do my Anya quests. Debauchery, there was a leak on the Xbox store. I covered it when it happened. Basically what they were saying was, in a nutshell, that we don't know whether that date on the Xbox page was a legitimate date, a placeholder, or what in particular that date actually meant. And that's part of the issue, is we just don't rightly know.
Good evening.
I wish we did rightly know, but we don't rightly know. Man, I'm just trying to complete Den of Evil. Alright? I'm just trying to complete Den of Evil. Alright, well, we are a throwing barbarian. Let's live up to our name, shall we? Let's live up to our name and do some throwing. Careful, freaking corpse fire up there is always spectral hit, and he's got mana burn too, so little bastard does like massive amounts of elemental damage. Corpse fire has always been a ridiculous like first monster to fight, and he just like murdered my merc too. I'll go grab him back again. You're gonna skip the beta, Debauchery? Well, I hope you at least come in and watch my streams, sir. Did I say hi to you, Escalon? What's up, Escalon? What's up, Corpse Fire? No. Come back here, Pratham. No. Don't go over there and fight Corpse Fire. There's no reason to sacrifice yourself to the gods. There's no reason to sacrifice yourself to the gods. Okay, fine. Sacrifice yourself to the gods, then. Frickin' broke both of my axes on this guy. Dude, there's so much to learn about Diablo. It is not an easy game. Like, I feel like some people go into Diablo 2 thinking it's going to be this, like, a really easy game, and then they realize, you know, they're like, well, this game is not so easy as I thought. Alright, Mr. Hammerden. Let's put those hammers to work. Freaking Corpse Fire's minions are always spectral hit too. As if I didn't have enough issues with all my negative resistances. Hammers are a bit inconsistent, Militant. I don't know if you ever played a Hammerden before, but you really have to kind of work your positioning. It's a whole thing. Because your hammers are only following a very specific spiral pattern, you really have to kind of like position your character just right to make sure your hammers are hitting the target. And it's a whole learning curve. Like, you really have to play around with it, figure out exactly where you stand. Like, sometimes just getting straight up on the target is best, because that first hammer usually does come out right in front of you. It usually comes out right in front of your face. So, like, facing the target and getting as close as possible, that first hammer will always hit. Like, when you're doing single target, anyway. Ooh, there's a flying axe. Cruel flying axe. Aw. No cruel modifier. Well, you know, normal difficulty's easy. So, you know, Debauchery, in normal difficulty, I feel like is very forgiving. In normal difficulty, you know, you can build your character whatever way you want. You usually do pretty well. You can even kind of spread your points out in normal difficulty, and you'll still do decently. I think where things start to go wrong is Nightmare. Like, once you get to Nightmare, you start to realize that you can't just slap your points anywhere you want to slap them. Like, you really need to have some type of cohesive thought to what you're doing. And if you don't have some type of cohesive thought, it doesn't really work out very well. And then hell difficulty is where you really you bash your head against the wall. So like, when the first time you get to hell difficulty, I think is like the first time you really test your knowledge of the game. Like, you really start to realize, hey, this game isn't as easy as it seems. You know, they were going easy on me in normal and nightmare difficulty, and now that I'm in hell, they're just like being rude. They're just being heckin' rude to me. And I don't like it. Pretty much. Got my core riders on. Yep, I told you I had one, Neverworld. You literally commented about the lacerator. And I went into town and I showed you my lacerator. And I showed you my Gimmer Shreds. I even have an ethereal Gimmer Shred. I remember I was like, and I even have an ethereal Gimmer Shred. You are silly, sir.
You have the order welcomes you.
You remind me of my mom. So my mom, I don't know if you guys know this, but my mom is 70% deaf. And she's been 70% deaf my entire life. And she reads lips, and she has hearing aids, and she can hear you sometimes, sometimes not so much. So growing up with my mom was a whole thing, you know, because you know, you constantly had to get her attention, and if she was going to read your lips, you know, she had to be staring at you, so you had to look at her. And I always used to joke, because my mom, I swear, would do this thing where she would ask you a question, and this is the person who knows that she needs to look at your face. So this is, you know, she is the one who reads your lips, right? So you would think that if she asks you a question, that she would look at you for a response, right? But no, my mom would always do this. She'd be like, "Hey, honey, how was your day?" And literally you would respond, and she wouldn't be looking at you, so she wouldn't read your lips, and she wouldn't hear anything you said. And then she would turn back, and I said, "Hey honey, how was your day?" And then she would, it was like she deliberately wanted to not read your lips. And you had to like, "Mom, look at me." I always used to laugh at that, because it was like she deliberately tried not to, and I don't even understand. Debauchery, that is so rude. That is so rude. If I was going to remind you of your dad, I would say I'm going to get some cigarettes. I'll be back in 5 minutes, and then never return. Lacerators don't repair, do they? Why would I want an ethereal lacerator? Ooh, a scissors co-op. Mind blast. Need to put some points in natural resistance so I can actually survive here. This concentration helps a lot. Militants, this damage boost is sweet. I always loved concentration on Paladin. Even though fanaticism is better for a lot of builds, concentration is just a very beautiful aura. By the way, there's a whole story behind my chair debauchery. So my chair is actually like a $1,500 office chair. Like, I kid you not. So I found this chair at a thrift store for $70. It was $75, and I had like a 15% off coupon that day, so it was like 62, and it was just an amazing chair. Like, it's just this amazing like leather high back office chair. And as soon as I saw it, I bought it because I'm like, this chair is awesome. And I took it home, and I got kind of curious, and I started looking it up on the internet, see if I could find it. And dude, man, I found the chair. I found it online. It is literally a like $1,500 like fancy office chair. I can only assume that they got donated to the thrift store by mistake. But you know, one person's loss is another person's gain. That's all I got to say about that. This chair has got some fanciness to it. The seat is separate, which is a whole thing. Apparently you got to pay extra for seats that actually remove from the chair. So there's like another version of this chair. It's only about like $500-600, and it doesn't have a removable seat. And that was the first one that I came across when I found this chair. Like when I was searching to try and figure out if I could like find out where this chair came from. I have, and they all frickin' suck. I don't know if it's because I'm a bigger person. I don't know if it's because of my large-esque stature or size, but man, my chairs just never last. They will break within a year. My chairs will break. And this has been the longest lasting chair that I've ever owned. This chair is a actual real beast of a chair. Recently the catch pin broke on the piece that holds the chair to the wheels, and I was so dedicated to this chair that I literally went to Home Depot, and I found a piece of steel which was the equivalent of the same size and as the catch pin, and I literally have cut and replaced the catch pin, the catch pin bar. Hold in there, Braitham. God, I keep running out of mana. I don't have any mana steel or something. I don't know what's going on. Do I have no mana steel anywhere? I'm using an angelic double set, so that's definitely not going to be what I'm looking for. No mana steel there. Life steal, life steal. Yeah, so I have no mana steel. That's what's going on. Alright, let's put these 3% mana steel gauntlets on. Maybe that'll help me out. Because I feel like we've got like a serious mana steel issue here. It's Varsterus. It's a Varsterus. It's a Varsterus issue. You guys don't make fun. A Crusader? What's a Crusader? We're not playing Diablo 3, sir. That's a Paladin. Maximus Pally. He's in chat right now. His name is Militant. Of course, it doesn't help that these guys are mana steel. Or mana burn. Stop stealing all my mana! Well, no yay this debauchery. The Crusader was based off of the Paladin, not the other way around. So all of the cool skills that the Crusader has come from this character, the Paladin. Why are these guys so ridiculously beast? The freaking boss was easier to kill than the minions. I don't understand what's going on here. Like, the minions themselves are literally taking more to kill than the boss did of the same pack of minions. And they hit so freaking hard for no reason. All right. I think we need some gear, Maximus. I think that's what's going on here. So you know what? Let's make a game real quick. I'm gonna drop some gear on the ground for both of us. I'm gonna go through my mules. We're gonna see what we can find. So GGM 1//16. I'm gonna go through my characters. We're gonna find some gear for both of us. Beep. All right. Look at all this beautiful equipment. I know you guys are jealous. Got a freaking Herald of Zakharum here. An ethereal Herald of Zakharum at that. Nope. Lost it all. Lost it all, never will. Yep. Ethereal Herald of Zakharum. It needs a Zod rune, unfortunately. Nothing I can do about that at this particular moment. So what level are you? Level 54. Okay. Seraph's Hymn. That's not going to help you out right now, but you know what? You can have it. You can have that Seraph's Hymn if you want. It's not going to be any use to you at this particular moment, but it'll be better than nothing. Trying to see what I have for you laying around, but while this character does have a lot of crap on him, I don't particularly have anything that would be super useful to you. You can have these water walk boots. These are probably better than whatever boots you have on. And as a non-melee character, those boots are probably going to be one of the best in slot for you. Very close to the best in slot anyway. I'd give you this Herald of Zakharum Gilded Shield, but without a Zod rune, it's absolutely useless. You can have this Storm Shields. Great, amazing shield, but it's a little bit above your level at the moment. Super good defense. Super good resistances. Physical resistance on top of elemental resistance. It's an amazing shield all around. Let's see. Oh, you can actually wear this one right now. That's all resistances and attributes. Let me see what else I can find on some of my other characters. GGM Chinchilla. Let's go. Oh, that's my +2 barb circlet that I was holding on to. I think Diablo 3 players will like Resurrected, yes. I think Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 are... I don't want to say that they're similar, because that would be an absolute lie. But they definitely were made off of each other. So the two games were definitely sort of like... Diablo 3 was certainly inspired by Diablo 2. I guess I should say that. That's a better way of putting it. I have a Shaco here. What's your helmet? A Shaco might actually be best in slot for you as a well, not best in slot, but a probably the best item for you until you can find like a really nice circlet with faster cast. A lot of interesting stuff in here. I don't know if it's specifically anything that's going to help you out, but there's interesting stuff in here. Here, show me your gear real quick, Militant, just so I know what I'm looking for, and that way I can get a better idea of what you might need. A Blade of Alibaba. Kay Hagen's Wisdom. Okay, Kay Hagen's Wisdom's a decent plate for yeah, Blackthorn's Face, which that's not really going to do you any good as a hammered in. You really need faster cast. I mean, Ravenfrost is nice for the Cannot Be Frozen, but really not doing you much else good there. We can definitely find you a better Scepter, probably. I would definitely use that Storm Shield for a little while. Once you get a high enough level, anyway. Might be able to find you some faster cast gloves. I think I have some faster cast gloves laying around. You definitely need faster cast with a hammered in build. So let me see. I think I have Trang's gloves sitting on somebody. Let me. I can give you those. F Horizon's Tornado. Alright, so not on this character. Which leaves us with a search, unfortunately. And this is always the hard part, is trying to figure out where the loot is hiding. Where is the loot hiding? Let's check my Paladin real quick first. He usually has some pretty good stuff just sitting on him for no particular reason. He's got a bunch of wands that he needs to sell. What's this petrified wand just sitting here? +1 Bone Spirit, +2 Bone Prison, +1 Decrepify. Huh. My ethereal Atlantean mythical sword. I know you guys are jealous. I know you guys are jealous of my Atlantean mythical sword. I have an actual regular mythical sword sitting around. It would actually be better for him than it is upped. That is the upped version. That's the hell version of the Atlantean. 196 to 245 damage is actually a lot of damage. Like, if I put that on right now, I'd be running 4,000 damage on that. Unfortunately, it's already almost broken, which is just awful. Yeah, great min damage, whereas the min damage on this weapon, even though this is pretty nice too, but I was planning on just zodding it just for laughs and just leaving it. All right, so nothing really on this character I can give you. Hold on, let me go grab another one. Let's check the Necro. Of course, he doesn't have Trangs just sitting around. Why would he? You know, he's only a necromancer. And that's level 61, so that's not going to help him at all. Well, you got a whole lot of nope so far. Alright. Let's check the Sorceress. It's got frickin' Trang. There you go. There's Strangle's Claws. Use those for the faster cast. That'll definitely help you out for a little while. I need to give this to my Barbarian. Yeah, he definitely needs some Verdungo's Mighty Coil. That'll definitely help him out. And got some F Titans over here. Also got Thunderstroke Javelin. I know you're jealous, sir. I know you're jealous. Be jealous. Be jealous. Got Jala's Mane. Jala's Mane needs to go over to Jala's Mane needs to go over to my Druid. And you know what? Let's check my Druid next. He might have something laying around. Oh, perfect weapon for you. Perfect weapon. Here you go. Here you go, militants. And don't steal my Verdungo's Mighty Coil, sir. That goes to my Barbarian. You can use this until you get something better. That'll be great for your Hammerden. It's got 50% faster cast. It has all resistance is 75, so it's like that will like set you up until you can find something really nice. It's going to give you the faster cast you need to get your hammers out quicker. It's going to give you the resistances so you can stay alive. It's going to give you extra mana. That is actually a perfect Hammerden weapon for quite some time. You'll have no issues using that for a little while. I give Jala's Mane to my Necromancer. And let's see here. I was trying to see if I had anything else for you. That insight is no good to anyone because it's a freaking max insight. It has 200 strength on it, and unfortunately, because it has 200 strength, like nobody can use it. None of my mercs can use it. They got to be like level 90 to freaking use the item. Alright, so he's going to use the Jala's Mane. Bloop. My poor little fiend brow. I guess I'll hold on to that and sell it somewhere else. It's worth too much to sell it here. I know I gave you a Shaco, but that's a faster cast helmet with some resistances if you want to wear that until you find, until you can use the Shaco. Hey, you can actually use that right now, so. Head striker. Trying to see if I had any more faster cast stuff. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Who else do I need? I haven't checked yet. Did I check the assassin? I don't know if the assassin has much on him except for runes. I didn't check my Zealer. Let's check my Zealer. Alma Negra. I got another scalper sitting around. I got so many scalpers. I really don't know, Neverworld. Why you want it? I mean, when Diablo II Resurrected comes out, I'll probably be playing Diablo II Resurrected. He said no thank you. He said, boy, I don't want your jankety crap. He said, you keep all your jankety crap to yourself, sir. Let's see here. So I checked my Paladin, I checked my Zeal Paladin, I checked my Necromancer, I checked my Sorceress, I checked the... I didn't check her. To take your ear off it. That's not a good enough reason. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to do better. I'm trying to think if maybe that +1 to all skills ring might be good for you, but besides the fact that it has +1 to all skills in life, there's really like nothing else on it good for you at all. I don't really know if that's really gonna be the greatest thing. Talking about Flame Billow, you know what this is? This is the Inferno weapon. This is the one that gives you +12 to Inferno. No matter what character you're on, lets you have +12 to Inferno. It's pretty hilarious. Walk around with like max level Inferno. There you go. There's another pair of Eth Titans. How about that, Neverworld? And also an Eth Spirit. No, I didn't find both of those. I'm pretty sure Lucifer bought them on JSP. I was like, what the hell is that item in my inventory? And there was like a fly, like perfectly lined up with like one of the inventory blocks. And I kept trying to click on it, and I couldn't click on it because it was literally a fly. That's what you just saw me shoo away from the screen. Alright. So the only character I haven't checked yet is my assassin. I'm getting really close to a realm down, unfortunately, so let me, I think this might be the last one I check anyway. Then I'll have to do a little bit of a cooldown. Here we go. Here's a monarch shield. Okay, if you take this shield, militants, and you take it to the socket guy, go ahead and get that thing socketed, and we can make you a. Actually, he can't use Verdungos because he's not high enough level. What if I swap him a string of ears instead? That'll actually probably work better for the barbarian until he gets access to. Yeah. That'll work better for him until he gets access to Verdungos. Also, you can use this militant +2 to skills until you can get access to Wizard Spike. +2 to Paladin, so that'll help you with your damage at least a little bit. I knew I had another Atlantean sitting around somewhere that was not ethereal. There's your non-ethereal Atlantean. And let's just double check in here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all she's got. Let's get you this one socketed, alright? So, Monarch Shield. What is Spirit? What's the recipe for Spirit? Let me see if I got any of these runes on me right now. So, Tal, Thul, Ort, Am. So there's an Am. There's a Thul. There's a Ort. That's because I just did it. You can't do it multiple times in a row. There's a cooldown timer. Alright, do you have your socket quest, militant? Because we're going to make you this rune word. I need a Tal rune. Do you have a Tal rune? In fact, this will probably be better than the Storm Shield. I mean, you don't got to give the Storm Shield back or anything, but I'm just saying, it's probably better than the Storm Shield. For a hammered in, anyway. Alright, so go to Act 5 and socket that shield. It should get 4 sockets. And then you're going to put the runes in the order Tal, Thul, Ort, and then Am. And that's going to make you a Spirit. And that's going to be perfect for a hammered in. That's going to be plus the skills, faster cast, and all resistances. It's actually exactly what you need. Monarch Shield is a very good base for spirits. I didn't realize I had a Monarch Shield just laying around. And yeah, it does have to be in order, Murphy. If you don't put it in order, you get nothing. You get it'll just be a piece of crap. Spirit is also a ladder only rune word, so you have to actually make it in a ladder character. Either that, or on single player, you have to have the pluggy mod, which enables ladder rune words. Yeah, if you put it in the wrong order, it'll only be the mod, the effects of the runes. And you'll have wasted the runes. Thankfully, Spirit is a really cheap rune word, so it's not like that big of a deal if you mess it up. There's always another, Tal, Thul, or Am laying around somewhere. But there are some rune words that if you mess them up, it's a pretty big deal. Like Dol, Bur, Ist, Chains of Honor. That's rune, a Bur rune, and an Ist rune that you would mess up. That would definitely be really sad. Very, very sad. The sadness. Where'd my string of ears go? Militant, you love janking my stuff, sir. You better give me back my string of ears. I'm gonna fight you. I need a string of ears for me, sir. That's who I gave the string of ears to, not you, sir. Did you make a spirit? Let's see how your spirit turned out. I want to see. I want to see your spirit. The spirit has some pretty wild procking. Like it can get like really low faster cast, and it can get really high faster cast. I'm trying to remember all the variables on spirits. It definitely has some interesting. It definitely has some interesting variables. Oh, you got to go to normal difficulty? We are in normal difficulty. We need to go to Nightmare?
Impossible.
Man, I should have taken that opportunity to off-mule my stuff. But no. Well, have you completed the quest? Like when you go to your quest log, does it actually say you've completed the siege of Harbergroth? Does it say you cannot complete this quest in this game? Because if it says you cannot complete this quest in this game, we just need to make a new game and do it real quick. All right, we'll go ahead and create a game then. Normal difficulty. We'll go knock it out real quick. You won't be able to complete it in this game because I've already completed it, and that's really all there is to it. Unless it's not completed. If it's not, let's go check. Let's go kill Shanky Poo real quick. Let's go murder him. He may be killable here, so we'll see what happens. Shoot you an invite. I put a TP up on the waypoint. Ooh, look at that, more precious belt space. Ooh, I love belt space. Shanky Poo is down here. Shank was named after Phil Shank, by the way. He's the I think it was the art director. I can never remember. I think he was the art director. Huh, a mask and a great helm. Kind of curious. Oop. Wow, +1 combat skills, 10% FHR, 30 to attack rating, resistance, decent defense, repairs durability. It's actually not bad for a little Lobie. If you guys ever get the chance, go take a look at Phil Shank's Twitter page. He has some posts on there where sorry, he has some posts on there where he talks about like his art, and there's one on there in particular where he literally redoes the Amazon like with a modern graphics engine, and he redoes the Amazon and it looks exactly like the original except it's in like 4K resolution, and he even does like animation sprites of the damn thing, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's see if I can find it on his page. It's probably in his media links. Yeah, here it is. Check this out. He did this like redo of the Amazon. You got to see this. He's got 2 of them up here. There it is, right there, militants, in Twitch chat. Tal Thul Ort Am. I really don't know. They didn't hire him for the Diablo II Resurrected team, if that's what you're talking about, Neverworld. So what'd you get, Militant? Did you get a good faster cast rates? Spirit can vary by quite a bit, which is one of the interesting things about Spirit. A lot of people will actually farm spirits and try and get that beautiful number. So they vary between 25 to 35% FCR, and they also vary between 89 to 112 maximum mana or mana. Ooh, look at that with the 35% FCR, dude. You got perfect FCR, but you got bottom mana, perfect FCR, bottom mana. That is actually really sweet. And your magic absorb is 4, which isn't the best magic absorb, but 35% FCR is like the best faster cast you can get. That is absolutely sweet. And that's great for you because as a Hammerden, you need that faster cast.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, that shield will probably do you better than just about anything for a long time. The FCR and the plus to skills is going to help you out tremendously. Alright, now that we got our characters decked out a little bit, and we're not doing so terrible, let's go have some fun. Is it possible to roll the stats? What do you mean, McFury? Or Murphy, sorry. I keep saying McFury. What do you mean, Murphy? I mean, you can recreate the item. So if you take that spirit rune word and you put it in the cube, and you put a hell rune and a scroll of town portal in there, you can remove the runes, and you can break the item. And if you remove the runes and break the item, you can then put the runes back in, and you can try to make the rune word again. But there's no way for you to just re-roll them. It doesn't work. Why is frickin' throw not on my list of skills? Yeah, there's not a lot of items in the game you can re-roll, Murphy. You can re-roll like magical items. So, like, for instance, say you had a, what's the term? How with your frickin', That hurt. Grab my merc. Bloop. You can re-roll charms like grand charms and stuff like that. Like say you had a really nice charm, you can re-roll that charm in the cube, and you can try and get better stats on the charm. That's actually an interesting thing to do. A lot of people will do that with +1 to skill charms because they're looking for those skillers. God, I was like frozen for like a half an hour, I swear. I've got no cannot be frozen on this guy, and you can tell.
It's locked.
Superior tower shield. With 2 sockets. 14% enhanced defense. Wow. Dude, I kind of want to shove a Shale Eth in that and just use it on a Lobby. Even just give it to a Lobby. I really don't need this Rake Scar anymore. Do I have a Shale Eth laying around? I got a Shale. You wouldn't happen to have a Ethrune Militant, would you? I mean, I'm sure we'll come across one, even if you don't.
I need a key.
They're pretty common. Pretty common. Well, if you get a chance, you know, drop it by. So rhyme shields are like super easy to make shields that are great for low level characters, and honestly any character. So this is a superior tower shield that we just found, which I thought was pretty cool since it's 14% ED. And you put Shale and you put Eth in there, and you get Rhyme. And Rhyme is 40% faster block rate, 20% increased chance of blocking. Regenerate mana 15%, all resistances 25. Cannot be frozen, which is pretty darn sweet. And then, of course, it has Magic Find on it. It's one of the few Magic Find shields. So what I'm going to do, since I don't have Cannot Be Frozen right now, is I'm going to put the Rhyme Shield on my other hand, specifically so that I can swap to it. And because it has Cannot Be Frozen on it, I'm going to use it to clear myself of the frost effects. A quick swap to the Cannot Be Frozen shield will clear my cold effects, which is pretty sweet. Wow, look at that multi-spectral bow. That's got fire damage, cold damage, and poison damage on it. That's level 26 too. The Luby bows. Why does it feel like my frenzy's not working? Oh, there we go. Oh, hello, Bishy Bosh. What's up, Bishy Bosh? It's the Bishy of the Boshes. The Bishy Bosh. Bishy Bosh almost killed me because he's OP. Oh, by the way, Militant, if you find a very nice Paladin shield, keep your eyes out for a like a really nice Paladin shield with plus resistances on it, because you can also make a spirit in a Paladin shield like an Akaran Tarjay, but you need a white one. So look for a really good white Paladin shield that has plus to all resistances. I can't remember the cap on the paladin shields. I think it might be like 35 or something like that. Ow. I was doing just fine until the amp procced, and then as soon as the amp procced, it was just like, bye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. What's up, Warframe? I'm probably going to do Necromancer. Oh, Lord. Leave me alone. I want to live. My thinking behind Necromancer is simple. I want to have a character that I can build Magic Find on and not have to worry about equipment. There's too many characters in the game that are very equipment based and they don't do well without good equipment. And Necromancer is one of the few characters that does extremely well without equipment. You don't need anything on a Necromancer to do well. And if I do happen to find gear for the Necromancer, I'll use it, obviously. But if I don't find gear for the Necromancer, it's not going to hurt me. I can progress at a slow pace, regardless of whether I find good gear for him or not. Basically, a summon Necromancer with a summon. Get me stuck, you little spear women's. A summon Necromancer with Corpse Explosion. That's your general goal. So your goal is your Necromancer minions are going to kill the monsters. One or two monsters, it doesn't really matter. The goal is not for your summons to kill everything. The goal is for your summons to kill just enough so that you can man, these guys are just like constantly cursing me. Give me my stupid skill shrine. How about that? Let's see you fight against the skill shrine. Yeah. Don't stop believing. Actually, the boss is gone, so I might be all right. Let me just like. Nope, not all right. Not all right. I wasn't all right. It wasn't okay. So generally, amp damage is your main go-to because it's going to increase all the physical damage that monsters are taking. Your skeletons are mainly a physical damage, and you're also going to want a mercenary that takes advantage of the facts that you have summons. So early on, I will build an edge bow for a bow girl, or if I can't find a good bow in the runes to make an edge bow, I will most likely build something else. So, for instance, you can go with the Act 2 mercenary who has thorns. I prefer the edgebow girl because she tends to be less... She dies less often, I guess would be the term. Because having thorns in normal and nightmare difficulty is extremely useful for a summon necromancer. So you run multiple things that can kill stuff. You run the thorns. You run the summons, you run the corpse explosion. So as soon as something dies, you start spamming corpse explosion, and that's how you really get your kills. And so once you actually get your first death, you start spamming that corpse explosion, and it really kind of picks things up from there. Wouldn't say necessarily that we're struggling, but we're not doing the most amazing here. Oh, there's a royal shield. So militant, this is kind of what I'm talking about for you, but this isn't quite good enough. This is a paladin shield. It's a royal shield, and it has really nice defense. And these shields always spawn with resistances on them. So I just wanted to use this as an example to show you. This one has plus 18 to all resistances, so it's not the greatest. You're looking for something in the plus 35 or plus 45 resistance range. And what you do is you use that as the base for your spirit shield. You make yourself another spirit shield out of this. And that will give you extra resistances on top of the rune word because the resistances are in the base of the shield. So if you can find yourself a really nice paladin shield base, you can really make a really sweet spirit shield for yourself. I think I used to have a couple really sweet bases, but I already used them on some things. Where you at, Blood Raven?
Join my army of the dead.
I'm just going to use your army to build up my frenzy. And then I'm going to chuck axes at your head. Come here, Blood Raven. Why you running from me, Mrs. Blood Raven? I need to get you with my axes. Why you running from me, Mrs. Blood Raven? I need to hit you with my axes. Yeah, hammers dissipate when they hit walls, so it makes it a little bit difficult to use. You're going to find that to be a very big detriment when you go through things like Maggot Layer and whatnot. Just absolutely horrible. It's going to make your entire life a living hell. A living hell. Check out this ghost armor. That's terrible.
I can hard greetings.
Be enough money for me to resurrect my merc, though.
It is clear the Order welcomes you.
Bloop. I don't put any points into any of the skills. Warframe. I don't even put a single point into Bone Spear, Bone Spirits, Poison Nova, none of that. The Summon Mancer doesn't need anything. Usually you can take your Merc and your Golem outside to get your first kill, to summon your first skeleton, and that's really all you need.
What you need?
And then once you have your first skeleton, it's pretty much just a build up from there. And of course, you know, you obviously don't want to swap games like all the time. That's the whole point of walk magic finding. So walk magic finding is a slow, steady process of clearing like entire areas, whereas you know, teleport magic finding, the opposite, is going and killing Mephisto, leaving the game, going killing Mephisto, leaving the game, going killing Mephisto, leaving the game. That doesn't work well for a summon necromancer because summon necromancers have to build their army. So what have I done? I haven't done Iswal. Okay, well that's nice. I have done Anya. Well, I didn't think I had done Anya, I'll be honest. But Iswal is definitely plus 2 points that I'm missing, and that could be a bunch of resistances for me. Have you done Iswal, militants? Because we can go to Iswal together. Is Wally Wally coming at you fast? Is Wally Wally coming at you in the past? Look at my resistances here in frickin' Nightmare. Frickin' almost capped on everything. But no. Alright, well I don't have the waypoint, so we're walking. We're walking. We shouldn't have any trouble in Nightmare anyway. Most of this stuff is so easy, it's laughable. Get some good EXP here too. I was thinking about respecing this barbarian as well. He's his points I don't think are as well put in as they need to be. He could definitely be a little tankier. A little bit tankier. Mana regen shrine. Help you out with that excessive mana problems that Paladin always has. +1 Fire Mastery, +1 Blizzard, that'll be worth 35k. No doubt.
Hey! Quit it!
God, the dogs are always being stupid to each other. I gotta be here to babysit them. Babysitting the dang dogs. One dog can't walk no more. She's got a wheelchair. Literally lays in doorways. Deliberately lays in doorways and won't let the other dog pass. It has got to be the rudest thing I've ever seen in my life. You just gonna be a bully. She's just a bully. She's a bully dog. And the other dog, he can walk, but he like slews around the house. That's the only way I can explain it. Like he slews. Like he's having trouble walking, but he's not giving up, and he just like slews around the house like to where like he's like a car drifting around turns, and like he can't quite control his butt, and his butt like keeps moving in the direction that he was going even though he made a turn. And like he can't control where he's going, and the other dog is always in the doorways, blocking up the doorways. And so literally he tries and gets through a doorway, and he like slews through the doorway and like smacks the other dog in the face with his butt, and then they start fighting over it. And it is the dumbest stuff I've ever seen in my life. And I swear they deliberately do things to agitate each other. Like, Bear had his own blanket, right? Before that dog ever got here, Bear had his own blanket. And And she has her own blanket. And first thing Bear did was walk straight over and lay on her blanket and steal her blanket from her. I swear they're like little children. Sorry, I forgot to throw a portal up for you. You got murdered by some Venom Lords down here. You gotta watch out for them. They got that Inferno. There's like a million Venom Lords. I thought I killed them all. They just keep popping up. Ooh, a ghostly burning soul. I don't think I've seen a ghostly burning soul in a long time. He looks so cool. He's all like grayed out. He's extra ghostly. All right, so Iswal should be here on the Plains of Despair. That's why we had to go here. But we got some lightning resistance because there's a lot of burning souls. And they steal mana. Mana thieves. Snot blister. The blistery. They're just buttholes to each other, and I don't get it. They're just bullies. I swear it's like they deliberately bully each other. And I don't understand. And it's the most passive bullying that you could ever like bully. Like they're not like actively bullying each other. No, they bully each other in ways like, "Oh, you left the room, well I'm stealing your blanket." Or, you know, "Oh, that's the place that you normally sleep? Well, I'm sleeping there now. Screw you." Or, you know, like, "Oh, you want to get into the kitchen to get something to drink? Well, I'm going to lay in the doorway. And I'm going to block the doorway so that you can't get through the doorway." Like, that's the kind of ways that they bully each other. And it's just the most passive, obnoxious bullying. And then, you know, when Bear gets hungry enough or Bear gets thirsty enough and he wants to go in the kitchen to get something to eat, you know, she's literally laying in the doorway preventing him from going to get something to eat. And he starts whining. Like, he literally just, like, starts whining. Like, he lays there in front of her and starts whining because he wants to get through the door, but she won't let him through. Yeah, like I said, these burning souls are a pain in the butt. You be careful with these guys. Hopefully that wizard spike will get your resistances where you need it to be. How many more levels do you need till you can wield that wizard spike? Because we need to get you. We need to get. I think that once you hit that wizard spike on, that 75 to all res will fix most of your problems. And then the 50% faster cast is also going to help you out a ton as well. Oh, here he is, Mr. Iswal himself. Oh. Freaking constant cold damage. I'm gonna stand over here. How about that? I'm gonna chuck stuff at you. Yeah, it's just I'm getting the cannot be frozen effect from the shield, but he's spamming Frost Nova, so it doesn't really help me very much. It's usually used for like one-time things, like if you get frozen, it's just an easy way to de-thaw yourself. I was trying to de-thaw myself, but then I remembered he spams Frost Nova, so it doesn't do me any good. So every time I cleared it, he was just spamming it right back on again. Did not help me out at all. Alright, what are you, level 55? Let's get our 2 points here. I'm going to throw both points into natural resistance, so I can get my natural resistance all nice and cappity-cappitied. That'd be nice. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to... I don't think I've used any of my resets on this character. Accidentally left the game. Beautiful. I don't think I've used any of my resets on this character. You guys didn't see me accidentally save an exit. Don't stream clip that or anything. Bam. There you go. All my points gone. Alright, let's beef up my strength dudes. My strength dudes need to go real high. Gotta get them strengths. Well, I need at least 118 strengths. Alright, and then I need dexterity. Why is, oh, that's right. So, if you guys didn't know this, there are multiple benefits to an item being ethereal. And one of the benefits for an item being ethereal that a lot of people don't know about is that it actually reduces the requirements of the item. See how this scalper right here is ethereal and it has 70 dex and 15 strength? If you go over to the one that's not ethereal, it's 80 strength and 25 dex. It's a reduction of 10 strength and 10 dex off of the requirement. So ethereal items actually have lower requirements as well as higher damage, which is a pretty cool benefit. Because if you were using, like, say you were in Amazon and you were using Eth Titans, Eth Titans are going to have less strength and dex requirements, so you can have more points into vitality, which is pretty sweet. But I need to actually go and check my lacerator real quick. So 122 dex is what I need. And so 122 is where I'm looking at. So let me go ahead and just get 122. Actually, is there any dex coming from the lacerators? Or the scalpers? Does not look like it. Okay. Alright, the rest of my points are going into the vitality, so I can have some more of that janks. Alright, so let's go ahead and put one. Oh yeah, amp damage would be really, really sweet. Agreed. Where's my... I need the war cries. I don't know why I haven't put a point in the war cries, but I really need the war cries. Battle command. I'm gonna go ahead and put say 1, 2, 3. I want a 2, a 3. Alright, need double swing maxed. Double swing is the damage linchpin for both frenzy and throwing, and then I need to beef up frenzy. And then I got 2 more points. Natural resistance. That should be good. Alright. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Alright, let's try this out now. Let's go, we'll go kill Bale real quick, and we'll have some fun with that. We can get some EXP while we're doing it. We should get some pretty decent EXP killing Bale. There you go. Give myself some shouts. Put Frenzy back on the bar. Had to be freaking these guys. There you go, I got some shouts. How long do my shouts last? 100 seconds, 110 seconds, 85 seconds. So I gotta refresh these like every minute. Just every minute. I'm so fast, Maximus. Like, I literally just, like, kill something and then run off into the distance, and you're like, where did he go? Good, another skill point. Alright. Which one is the shortest duration? Well, actually... Huh. They all receive seconds per level every time I put points in any of them, so that's actually kind of nice. Huh. I guess I'll just keep beefing them up individually. That way I can keep getting more and more. I ran halfway across the map before my frenzy wore out. I was like, that's one of the things I love about frenzy barbs is how fast they are. Like, people talk about how fast a sorceress can be because she can teleport, but man, a frenzy barbarian, like with max run walk, can like literally run all the way across the freaking map in like a half a second. There's a Curios. What's that? An ethereal Curios. That's 35k in the bank, brother. 35k in the bank. Oh, full 30k in the bank because we're in Nightmare. What's up, succubas? I heard you like sucking some bass. Ow, all that damage coming in. Get your freaking amp off of me. Oh, there you are, Death Dancer, the frickin' amplified damage spammer. Clegglaw's Claw. Oh, yeah, frickin' Conviction. Look at you, all fancy. Take some of this stuff back to town and sell it. Oh, those terrible wands. They ain't worth nothing. I was hoping they might be worth something. Not worth the dang thing. A thawing potion. I actually need it. Give me this thawing potion. Ow. Sweet. And a flawless and flawless repair. Oh, there's still some monsters over here, that's why. It's amazing that even with like max fury up, when I get decrepified, man, it's just so slow. And oh god, he loves to spam decrepify. He just loves to spam it. Dude, I just pretended to sell the item to Mala and dropped it on the ground. That was amazing. Did I just drop my scalper on the ground? Man, I am just going too quick for my own well-being here. Sir, please, Sir Bale, can you stop decrepifying me, please, Sir Bale? Please. I can't attack fast enough when you decrepify me, sir. It really hurts my feelings. I don't even understand. I attack so slowly when I have decrepify up. Let me go cure my Merc of this poison real quick before he dies. My Merc always dies from that poison. Three-socket Grand Crown. Alright, Bartek. BOP with your little craps. Whee! Afternoon. And the final countdown. Oh, they're gonna kill me. I'm stuck in the center. Ah, man. With your stupid decrepify, and I can't do anything, because every time you decrepify me, I can't attack more than like 2 attacks every minute. Let's come over here, away from Mr. Decrepify Face. Away from Mr. Decrepify Face. Oh, okay. The other group of monsters spawned? I didn't realize that was a thing. I was completely unaware that the other group of monsters could spawn before the first one was dead. But I guess because I drug them out of the room? I didn't even know that was a thing. Time to go kill Bale. Get some XP. Come here, Bale. Bailey Poo. Of course, you immediately slow me down. Just keep swinging, just keep swinging, just keep swinging, 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 just keep swinging, just keep swinging, just keep swinging, swinging, swinging. Man, what junk. That's some ragged junk he just dropped. I mean, the Curios is worth 35k at least. And that Sexton trophy might be worth 35k, so there's that. Well, 30k since we're in Nightmare. Also check this Sexton trophy. Maybe. Might be worth a decent amount of money. Alright, well, I think we should do some bail runs until we get you that Wizard Spike, Maximus. And, because until you get those resistances, I don't know if you're going to be able to hang in there. Because it seems like you're having trouble with the fire, you're having trouble with the lightning. I'm not sure where your resistances are sitting at, but that Wizard Spike with the plus 75 to all should be able to solve most of those problems for you. See if we can find a good bail run, and I'll link them in chat. Here we go. This will be decent. That's they just started a minute ago, so that's not a bad one. Fox Sea Bale. Oh, that's hell difficulty. Damn it. Ah. Okay, hold on a second. That's not gonna work. I forgot he's not on Nightmare anymore. Do I have any characters that are still on Nightmare? I don't know. My, Druid, maybe? No, Druid's on Hell, too. Well, how about this? GGM Bale 1. So we're gonna do our own Bale runs then. That's how we're gonna do this. Because my Windy Druid, he can handle Nightmare Bale with absolute ease. So GGM Bale -1, and my Windy Druid can just murder everything. He's OP as all get out anyway. My Windy Druid. And I'll just kill everything and we can level up. And if anybody else joins, then, you know, they can have some fun too. Ooh, a superior demon head. There's nothing on it. Ooh, a small charm. Oh, wow. Nice small charm. Nice small charm. Plus 12. Here, this will help you out on resistances a little bit. 12 to life, 10% lightning resistance. Pretty nice small charm. Amber small charm of sustenance. You guys want to hear a joke? It's an old joke. It's a really cheesy joke. So there's a family of tomatoes, and they're walking to the store. And the family of tomatoes is Mama Tomato, there's the father tomato, and there's the baby tomato. And the baby tomato, he falls behind. And the daddy tomato yells at the baby tomato and tells him to keep up. You know, and the baby tomato, he falls behind again, and the mama tomato, she yells behind. She's like, "Keep up, honey." And the baby tomato, you know, he falls behind again, and the father, he's getting a little agitated to this point, but you know, he yells, you know, he's like, "Hurry up!" He's like, you know, get up here. He's like, "You can't fall behind, son." And finally, you know, the baby tomato, he falls behind for the last time, and the dad, he's had it, and he runs back and he smacks the baby tomato on the head and he yells, "Catch up!" Terrible joke, absolutely terrible. I hope you guys laughed too. And this Jaw's mane is broken as all get out. It's even got an rune in it. Y'all just calm down a little bit. Calm down a little bit. Alright. Dark Lords are highly cold resistance. Gotta give them a good whack with a tornado. Alright, we don't need to kill all them guys over there. Yeah. What's up, Haradrim? Got my windy druid. I know y'all jealous of my windy druid. Don't lie. Don't even lie. I know y'all jealous. I just accidentally put a co-rune in the stupid helmet. I'm gonna go put this helmet in town before I accidentally socket it with a freaking pole rune or something. Freaking wasted a co-rune. Yes, yes I do. Sound Chaos Debug. Very well. I remember playing with that back in the day when I was a kid. I don't know if you can do it on Battle.net Ladder. Not 100% sure about that. Can always give it a try. It is not a valid command. A dull rune. The rune of selling. There's a coronet. Coronets are good for imbuing. I don't know if I have a imbue on this particular character ready, but hey, an amulet. Mara's. Crescent moon. Not really that great for you. Not really that great for me. But you know who this could be great on? Could be great on my barbarian, perhaps, or maybe even my Amazon. No, because my Amazon she's using Amara's right now. 14% mana steal is nice, but not really for like caster classes. I don't know. If you want to take a look at it, it's pretty cool. it's just a huge amount of mana and lifesteal. Not the greatest belt. Hold on to the Crescent Moon Amulet. It's a pretty nice amulet. Gonna transmute these runes the freaking gems real quick though. They're taking up all my inventory space. Sell the dual rune. Well, I got one level from that. Next game, sucker. How long does it go on for? I remembered it being shorter. I remembered it being shorter. I remembered it being shorter than that. Look here, Black Souls. We ain't got time for all that. That's a whole lot of razzmatazz. All resistance is 11. No good. Man, they just like tore you down, man. You gotta watch out for them freaking, those freaking bone spears. The bone spears are magic damage and they're not resistible. So like when you see snakes, snakes are a pain in the butt. Doesn't matter how good your armor is, doesn't matter how good your resistances are. Bone spear cuts straight through everything. There's a couple different monsters in the game that have magic damage attacks, and those snakes are one of them. That's a whole thing unto itself there. I'm hoping once you get your wizard spike on, though, your resistances will be fixed, and you know, a lot of your problems are because you didn't build your character. You just leveled up, and that's and a lot of people make that mistake, is that if you don't know how to build your character, you don't play out your character, you don't flesh your character out, you don't gather gear. You're always gonna be like kind of like behind what you need to be. Because you don't really know where you're supposed to be, you don't really know what kind of defenses you need. That's the kind of stuff that you feel out as you level. So like as you level your character, you feel out how much resistances you need, you feel out how much defense you need, you feel out, various portions of your character. And like how to use your abilities, testing out the best places to stand, all that stuff. It's that stuff that you do as you level up, and if you just boof your character up to the max level without actually testing any of that stuff out, you're going to have no clue how to actually play him. And you're going to have no clue, you know, what kind of resistances you need, what kind of defenses you need, etc., etc. And it kind of just, you kind of have to figure it all out as you go. And trust me, it's a lot easier to figure that stuff out in normal difficulty, in normal difficulty where things don't matter, than it is to figure it out in hell difficulty, where it does matter. Rattle cage. 25% chance of crushing blow. Absolutely great for a bow mercenary if you want to do a bow girl. Because it has crushing blow and it also has hit causes monster to flee, so it's great for a bow character. Definitely not great for a melee character. That hit causes monster to flee makes things terrible. Yeah, I leveled up. Nice. What's up, Francis? Oh, man. We are 1 day away from where I'm possibly... I honestly think we're going to get an announcement tomorrow for Diablo II Resurrected Beta. So we're 1 day away. I'm going to be mad if they do it while I'm at work, because I'm going to have to come home on my lunch break to make a video again, just like I did before. That's very nice of you, Francis. See, it's friends like you. But look here, son, you can't be missing out on this game. Alright? This game is the bomb, diggity bomb, diggity bomb, diggity bomb. Alright? I used to do that all the time with my nephew because I really like to have him come play with me. And, you know, the funny thing is he would often not, you know, because he was a kid and he didn't have a job, so there's that. Frickin' Merc is dying from poison. I really wish we could we get you to the point where you stop dying, though, Militant, because every time you die, you lose EXP, and it makes the leveling process much more difficult when you die. You lose 5% of your maximum EXP every single time you die in Nightmare, and you lose 10% of your maximum EXP every time you die in Hell difficulty. So it just gets worse and worse the higher the difficulty goes and the more times you die. You do get some of it back when you reclaim your body, but you still lose some of it no matter what. This Grand Charm. Oh, I ain't got no ID scrolls. Haha. It's terrible. You rob all the stuff every time? Why are you robbing all the stuff every time, Francis? That sounds rude. Max, come on, buddy. We're about to kill Bale. You gotta be down here to get the EXP. I'm doing this for you, sir. For you, sir. Yeah, check that Suwaya. See if it's got any good skill points on it. Those Suwayas can have some pretty good plus to skills on them. If you can find like a +2 trap, +3 death sentry, there's some pretty boss items you can trade for a lot of stuff. Blade bow and a key.
What do you need?
Suwaya! A belt. So somebody came into the chat the other day and they were talking about how you can buy particular like superior socketed items from the NPCs, and I'm like, maybe at very specific levels, but once you hit a certain level, like there's no white items in the vendors, and I'm not really sure what they're talking about. Because like you can check just about every vendor and you will not find white items. Like they're just non-existent. I mean, granted, maybe if you like keep doing it enough, you might come across a superior socketed item or something in the stash, but I feel like it's going to be like super rare. Now, maybe if you like kept a character at just the right level to hunt for items, perhaps, because there is an exact level where if you're at that exact level, you get like a really good chance to find like white items and socketed items, but like at my level, absolutely nothing in here is white or socketed. It's all blues. It's like all they sell is blues. Now you might be able to find like a decent mechanics something, like, you know, like a 4-socketed plate, but it's blue. Sometimes people will look for some really nice 4-socketed plates. I've seen that before. That's like a whole thing. We got snakes again. I hope you like snakes, because we've got snakes. Snakes on a plane, snakes in your underwear drawer, snakes in your oh, we had somebody else in here for a half a second. Gulchy. It's probably just a bot. The bots even join non-bot games to check and see what's going on in your game. They're like, hey, what are you doing over here in this game? We want to see what you're doing. An embossed plate. Ooh, what's that? 3-socket embossed plates. That's worth 35k. Money, 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 money. I just made a whole video on, I don't know if you guys saw that on my YouTube page, of, you know, what to sell for money and what not to sell for money. It's my newest video in my tutorial series. I got a couple more planned out. I'm gonna try and knock out a couple more tutorial videos before Diablo II Resurrected pops up. That way, you know, I got as many in place as I possibly can. I was thinking about doing a video of buying items from vendors. So there are specific items that you look for from vendors. You know, like necromancer wands. There's definitely some very interesting items that you can purchase. You know, to go over like the way that the vendors work and why certain items appear there, what level the whites in the socket stop appearing, things like that. I could go over all that stuff. I think people might be interested in how the vendors work. There's a lot of interesting things you can do with the vendors. I mean, you will find some very interesting items from the vendors occasionally. Like a +2 necromancer wand with like +3 bone spear and +3 decrepify and then like +3 clay golem. Like you find something like that in the vendor and you actually can. It's literally worth like a fortune. The throne of destruction. Oh man. The flawless ruby. Oh lord. They're burning souls and Herodrum Ancients. I talk about this occasionally. When you get burning souls and Herodrum Ancients at the same time in hell difficulty, it is one of the worst combinations ever. Because the Herodrum Ancients can raise the burning souls back from the dead. Because if you didn't notice, burning souls are undead monsters. And Herodrums can raise any undead back to life. Doesn't matter what they are. They don't have to just be skeletons. So you're in the throne room and there's Herodrums in the corners and they're just sitting there raising the burning souls back to life every time you kill one. And it's like a never-ending sea of burning souls. Come here, Dark Lord. No, 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 no. You started the fight. Let me use my twisters this time so that everything's nice and stunted. Stunny stunnos. Pew 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 pew. Stun 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 stun. Stop poisoning my merc. It's rude. Take this antidote potion, merc. Oh, you can't feed antidote potions to your merc? What the hell? Two-socket Grand Crown. Stunny, 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 stun, stunny, 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 stun, 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 stun. Stunny, 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 stun, 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 stun. You got stat stuns, I got stuns, we both got stuns. Alright? Stun, stun, stun. Stun, 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 stun. Stun. Come on, Bale. Looking for Bale. I found him. Yo, Bale. Teleporting away like that is just not cool. Alright? That is just not cool. That's why are you doing this? Don't do this to me, please. It's not cool. I said it's not cool. It's not cool. I swear, sometimes you fight Bale, he never teleports. Sometimes you fight Bale, all he does is teleport. Like there are times where like his, I guess his like hit rolls or whatever, they go to certain things, and ooh, is that the shield? I think it is. That's the one with 2 sockets, right? Yeah, Moser's Blessed Circle. That's a pretty sweet shield for anything you want to turn it into, because it's got 2 sockets in it. It's got all resistances, tons of blocking, faster blocking. Just a great shield all around. And then what you do is you throw like 2 P diamonds in it, or like 2 runes, and it goes up to like plus 75 to all resistances. And great defensive shield, very, very high defense. You know, the faster blocking, the increased blocking chance, the all resistances, and then you can throw in whatever else you want in there, and you can just turn it into something ludicrous. Like something not a bad idea with that shield, instead of putting 2 P diamonds in it, would be to throw 2 shale runes in it. And if you throw 2 shale runes in it, you'd increase the faster blocking to like ridiculous levels. And any character you put that on would have almost capped faster blocking, which would be absolutely amazing for them. So if you wanted to make like a really good tanky blocker, like I could totally see putting that on a Tankazon. Like throw a Moser's Blessed Circle with 2 shales in it on a Tankazon, and just let her have like literally almost cap faster blocking. That would work out great for a Tankazon. And I got Wistroms right now sitting on me. Shale, because Shale gives 20% faster block and a shield, and Wistroms already has like 50%, I think. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that'd be 90% faster block on that shield with 2 shales in it. That sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. Alright, what level are you now? 60? What's Wizard Spike again? It's been a while since I've actually looked at it. Wizard Spike. You need 1 more level. Alright, next game. Number 4. I'm thinking that 75 to all resistances is probably going to fix most of your issues. And then you can kind of work your character from there. 50% faster cast is not going to be a terrible thing to shake a stick at either, because to be honest with you, 50% faster cast with all the extra mana that thing gives you will fix all your mana issues too, as well as let you spam them hammers. Just hammer spamming. And then later on, you can get yourself something better. You know, if you can find yourself like a really nice Paladin Scepter or something like that with +2 Pally, like +2 Blessed Hammer, like +3 Blessed Hammer, like +3 Concentration, that would be like perfect. +2, +3, +3. You'd be sitting on easy street at that point. And if it has redemption on it, even like 1 point in redemption, you wouldn't have to put any points in redemption. You could just run it off the weapon, which is a pretty nice way to save on skill points. Of course, that kind of stuff is a little hard to come by, but eventually, if you search enough, you'll find something like that. No Black Souls this time. Just lots of zombies. I think we're playing Back for Blood. That's what's going on. Speaking of Back for Blood, did any of you guys watch my Back for Blood footage on YouTube? I know it's not Diablo, and so it probably got a lot less views than my Diablo videos. But I did think Back for Blood was a really interesting game. If you guys are big fans of the Left 4 Dead series, it definitely struck me as a Left 4 Dead successor. I liked the co-op aspect of the game too, like being able to play with your friends We might have to set up, like when that game comes out, we might have to set up some Back for Blood days, where we'll go around and we'll just have fun doing some campaigns together in like a group. And it's cross-play compatible too, so it goes. It's like Xbox, PlayStation 4. I don't know if it's on Nintendo Switch, but I did see Xbox and PlayStation users on there when I was playing. Of course, you know, it's just a beta test, so. Ah. Is the beta test over, or is it still going on? Like, because I kind of wanted to try out the PvP portion of the game, and I just never got around to it. Because you remember the original Left 4 Dead, there wasn't really a PvE component to that game. It was a PvP game. You played against other people. 4 people controlled the zombies, and 4 people controlled the players. And the players, were trying to escape, and of course the zombies were trying to make sure that you didn't escape. And it was a very interesting game. I felt like the PvP component to that game was one of the most fun components about it. And whether you were playing on the evil side or the good side, it was it was a whole thing. I used to remember very fondly waiting, just waiting for the right moment on my smoker. So the smokers were pretty fun to play, and I remember waiting for just the right moment on my smoker to pull somebody away from the group in Left 4 Dead. Here's a 14% lightning resistance charm if you need it. Man, they would just. If you timed it just right in Left 4 Dead and you pulled somebody away from the group on the smoker at just the right moment, you could like completely just destroy the group. And I used to have so much fun doing that on Left 4 Dead back in the day. Left 4 Dead was an amazing game, and I'm really kind of sad that that Valve hasn't like continued the series. Heck, I'm sad that Valve hasn't continued a lot of series. They need to make Half-Life 3. They need to make Portal 3. They need to make they need to make Team Fortress 3. They need to make just there's a lot of games they need to make that they're not. They're just silly. They're very silly people. Okay? Very silly. Sorry, I was just talking to my guy. Talking to Woogie. She was telling me about Dead by Daylight and stuff. There you go. You can use your wizard spike now. You're a wizard, Harry Potter! You're a wizard! Yes, Valve is afraid of the number 3. They really are. They really, really are afraid of number 3. I really don't know why.
Good afternoon.
So did the wizard spike fix your resistance problem, Militant? Are you looking good on res now? Plus 75 to all should have capped you out at Nightmare. Hopefully. One would hope. Will you stop beating up my oak sage, you little turd? Alright. Well, that should at least help keep you alive. Come down here and get your Bale EXP. What's up, turds? I am expecting news of the beta tomorrow, turds. I am. I am expecting tomorrow. I think that we're going to see an announcement tomorrow about the beta because they like to drop things on Tuesday. And this is my prediction, and my prediction is this. I'm being dramatic about it. My prediction is, in a nutshell, that we will see an announcement tomorrow if the beta is going to be this weekend. If the beta is not going to be this weekend, we will not see an announcement tomorrow. So that might seem silly, but that's exactly what I think is going to happen. So if we do not get an announcement tomorrow, we are probably not going to get the beta this weekend. +2 to Bone Prison, +3 to Decrepify, +1 Poison Explosion, +2 Spirit of the Barbs. Rakescar War Axe. Akaran Targe. Terrible. Kinda want to see how much it's worth though. Because the Akaran is well, 21k. That's not terrible. How much money do I got? I could do some gambling. I wanna do some gambling, I got what? 350,000. I got 1,350,000. Let's do a little bit of gambling. See, Militant, I'm running a Moser's Blessed Circle on this character with two P diamonds in it for all resistances 63. Fixes all my resistance issues on this character for the time being, and I'm running a Spirit Sword, so I got this kind of a similar setup to like to what you could have.
You have done. What are your needs?
Gamblies! Let's gamble for some amulets! Actually, you know what? This character's not high enough to be gambling. Let's not gamble on this character. Gambling, your level has a lot to do with what you gamble, so I'm gonna hold off and give this gold to somebody who can actually get some good gambles off. Handy, you know, Handy, I can't be responsible for everybody's depression. I'm not even responsible for my depression, alright? So can't be responsible for everybody's. I'm sorry. If you watch my stream, you should be happy, just excited. I'm a derp. I am a derp of a person, so hopefully I make your day a little bit better. That's all I got to say about that. The derpiest derper from Derping Town. Ooh, I do have three of each of these. Sweet. Eh. Sweet. Save me some space. And pink, pink. These P diamonds can go in here. Totemic mask. All these dang titans. I kind of want to upgrade a titans. The Ascent. You know what? Let's take a look at that right now, shall we? Everybody keeps talking about this other game coming out called New World, and I have no clue what that one's about. I haven't even looked into it, really. Somebody said it was an MMO. Kind of looks like a hack and slash sort of a game. The Ascent is a solo and co-op action shooter set in a cyberpunk world. The mega corporation that owns you and everyone. The Ascent group has just collapsed. Can you survive without it? Diablo meets Cyberpunk. Gameplay shooting feels a lot like Dead Nation. Game is pretty cool, gorgeous, a nice level design, a bit stuttery, FPS is a bit jumpy, but overall lots of fun. Difficulty spikes are a bit annoying later in game though, recommended. Beautiful, engaging, and broken experience. It seems nowadays a standard to release broken productions. This doesn't mean I will not point out instances of when that happens, especially after I pay for said broken experience. The game isn't marked as an early access, and I will treat it as such. Apparently, bugs include... Wow, this guy, like, just really laid into this game. Ooh. I mean, just buggity. But let's see how many bugs he has listed here. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... 14, 15, 16, 17 different bugs on this guy's review. That's kind of crazy. Apparently it's not early access, and that's why he was being really hypercritical. He's like this game is not marked as early access, so I'm going to be really critical of the game. So it sounds like it is an early access game, judging by the number of bugs that he has on his post there, and they're pretty detailed bugs. It's not like he's just saying door doesn't open. Like, he's going not being able to go into inventory / shop at the same time with co-op buddy. Can't imagine how much of a burden that must be with 4 people. DPS seems like a useless metric, probably because of damage type system. Elevators are broken. You enter 1, which is on floor 0, activated, and it instantly snaps to floor 1 and goes back down to floor 0. So a whole bunch of little broken things in this game. Maybe I'll add it to my wish list and we'll see if it goes on sale. How about that? Where's my... No. Click on the... Oh, that's right. I'm on the stupid website. Ew. You know what? Let's do something right now. We're going to take a look and see when the post for the alpha was. So we're going to type in Diablo II Resurrected alpha. And we're going to go to the news page. And there it is right there. Alright, so I knew it was on April 6th. That's not what I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to figure out, like, the exact date that it was, the exact time that it was posted. Because chances are, being a company like this, they're probably going to post it around the same exact time. So I need, like, an actual time. Time of day. Ooh, I know how to find a time of day. Hold on. Because I posted the video for it. So I like to brag about this, and it's probably something that I probably shouldn't even brag about, but I'm bragging about it anyway. So when the alpha was announced, I literally had a video up about the alpha within 41 minutes of the post. Like, that's how on point I was. And this time, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I want to even get it even closer to the date. I want to get it so close. I'll be like 1 minute ago. All right, guys and gals, 1 minute ago, we got word. Just be sitting there waiting. I do have Game Pass, actually. I pay for it for my girlfriend. She loves to play all the games on there. And here we go. April. Where are you at? Where were you? No, come on. Oh, it's probably in my live. That's right. I think it was my one. I did a live post on it. Yep, there it is, live. Streamed on April 6th. But I need to know the exact time, sir. The exact moment. The exact second. There we go. Found it. Alright, so the exact time that I published this video was 1:59 p.m. In the video, you literally see 41 minutes ago written on the news article. So 1:59 minus 41, which means that it was posted basically about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to set a timer for myself. And I'm gonna yeah. We're gonna set a timer for tomorrow at around 12 o'clock. I'm gonna make sure that I'm like double, triple, quadruple checking for any news whatsoever. Alarm plus 1 p.m. Oh no, not 1 p.m. No. 12. Would it be 12 a.m. or p.m.? I'm sorry. No, it would be p.m. That's right. It would be p.m. Yeah. 11 hours from now. That's going to be my alarm. And we're going to make some crazy-ass alarm noise on here. Hold on. Let's make some crazy... Owls. That sounds good. Owls. We're going to do owls. Man, I just realized I got a whole bunch of likes on a comment I made like a million years ago. There's this guy, I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's actually called Nate the Hate. Like, the dude has like so much hate. I don't even know how to explain it. And anyway, there's this video on there, and it's like on the Spawn Wave Spawncast, and it's called Nate Rant. No one will buy it. And the dude has like so much hate for Nintendo. Like, I've never seen anybody hate a company as much as this dude hates a company. And all you have to do is literally listen to this guy's rant, and like, you can't do anything but laugh. Like, when he finishes his rant, like, there's no reply to it. It's literally just, you just start hysterically laughing. And so I literally commented, I was like, I just started laughing hysterically when Nate finished one of his rants. Like, I totally understand what he's saying, but I feel like Nate has got some serious Nintendo issues. You don't come at anyone that hard unless you've got some serious hate. It's funny because when I started laughing after Nate's monologue, a lot of the Spawncast members I noticed also started laughing. Like, they couldn't even, on the Spawncast, they couldn't even reply. Like, they just started hysterically laughing after Nate finished his rant, and I'm just like, I'm dying. I was just dying. I wonder if I can and share this in chat for you guys, just so you can hear this rant. Like, if you want to hear somebody just like completely rant on something to the point of like ludicrousness, this is it right here. And it's on like the silliest topic. Oh no, no bouncing. There you go. For you guys and gals, so you can see the silliness, the absolute silliness. It's an old video. I think it's like at least like 3 or 4 months old. At least. Yeah, 7 months ago. Anyway, somebody literally just replied to the post. That's the reason why it popped up on my feed. Alright, guys and gals. I think I'm going to head out. I got to go to work early tonight, so there's that. And, bleh. But tomorrow, hopefully we will get news. Because I believe that if we get news tomorrow, it's going to be good news. We're going to be playing the beta this weekend. If we don't get news tomorrow, we're not going to be playing the beta this weekend, because chances are, if they don't announce it tomorrow, they're probably not going to announce it until next week, which is sucky. I know, but I clickbaited you? How did I clickbait you? Is this the wrong link? No, this is the right link. This is the right link. Turds. How did I clickbait you? With what? With what did I clickbait you, sir? Not my title? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on like all day, probably. Ish. I don't know. Well, actually, no, tomorrow's Tuesday. Crap. Ugh, that's my double shift day. I hate double shift day. I'll be on. I will be on, though. Like, I will be. Depending on how things go. If we get an announcement, I probably will be on all day. If we don't get an announcement, I probably won't be on all day. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys and gals. I'll upload this episode to YouTube, and I'm also going to do a rerun of this episode like normal. And as I'm trying to get to sleep horribly, I'll be in chat to talk with you guys and gals if you wanna yak. No problem, Militant. I hope you get your issues worked out. Work your build out, get things fixed. That way you're kicking some butt and taking some names. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and keep watching.